Well, everyone, after massive disappointment last time out, losing 4-0 to Torino, things haven't really been massively better here at Juventus, to be honest with you. Um, we've been crippled with injuries, to be fair. We've had a lot of injuries to big players, but the players have just not been performing well at all. And we've got two really quite big games today in the Champions League and in the league in a bit to really try and salvage this start of the season, to be honest with you. Um, I don't really know what else to say, so let's just go and have a look and see what has been going on in this catastrophic first 3 months here in the second season. So yeah, since the last game when we lost to Torino, we've only won twice, lost 3 times, and drawn once. So we went to Bilbao after the Torino defeat and lost 2-1. Two early goals just after half time from I think they were both from Munayin. Oh, no, sorry, one was from Anaki Williams, one was from Munayin. Vlahovic had a goal disallowed, and then Kulusevski did manage to pull one back. Somehow we then beat Fiorentina 3-0. I don't really know how. When we've been playing so poorly. We then lost to Monza with McKennie getting sent off, which really did not help things, to be honest with you. After that, we just never really looked like we were going to get back in the game. We then went to Man City, and I'll be honest with you, we did them absolutely dirty. The stats for this match are rancid, to say the least. They absolutely hammered us, and we somehow got a 1-1 draw with Haaland missing a penalty and having a goal disallowed. The goal he actually scored was such a scrappy goal. It was literally like off a rebound, off a deflected corner. We then went to Napoli and lost 1-0. And before we've now just smashed Brescia 4-1. Vlahovic got a hat-trick, but to be fair, he's mostly been quite uninspiring. I know he's got like 2 goals there, a goal there, but he's not really contributing. He's really struggled to get into games. Like I said, we have been crippled with injuries. So Ramos, obviously, we knew was injured, as was Kostic, and Pogba. And Zlatan, Ronaldo, Soppy all also got injured. So that literally meant that we were forced to keep playing Sailor-Makers and Pellegrini as fullbacks. Now, it doesn't take much to look at the form from the last 5 games for most of the players. A lot of orange, like a lot of sort of pale yellows, quite a lot of fines being given out, to be fair. Basically what it's meant is that we've had a lot of players underperforming and not really had the facilities to rotate as much as we would like to. And what doesn't really make sense is that obviously this is the tactic which was getting us 10 wins in a row last season. And then when that run ended, we then went on another 11-match unbeaten run. So, it's one of them. I'm not convinced that the tactic is what's letting us down, because these players were performing well in exactly the same system last season. But, equally, I can't ignore the fact that something isn't working, so therefore it's stupid to not change it. So what we have done is we've swapped out the libero just for a standard ball-playing defender. I say standard. He's on cover. Just to sort of sweep up any balls in behind. He's going to mark Haaland for this game. And we put Locatelli as an advanced playmaker with McKennie as a box-to-box, just to see if we can get a little bit more possession up the pitch, really, because Kulusevski, when he gets the ball, is doing exactly what we want him to be in that trequartista role. I just feel like sometimes he doesn't really get much support from outside the box through Locatelli or McKennie, which maybe limits his options in terms of passing it to Vlahovic and Ken. I am toying with the idea of playing a Mazzala here, or either the other option is a CM on support, but I kind of want to leave it as it is for now. Pogba is sort of slowly showing signs of fitness, as is Ronaldo. But yeah, we really struggled, and I do think injuries may have played a part, but a lot of players have just been out of form, to be honest with you. So, looking to really try and get a positive result here against City, and to be honest with you, a positive result in a game like this would be a draw. I think we're currently third in our group, ahead of Red Star, because Bilbao have won 2 and City have won 2, drawn 1, I think. So if we assume Bilbao beat Red Star If we can get a draw here and then beat Bilbao and Red Star, I'd like to think we would be okay. But realistically, you know, if we can somehow steal a win like we so very nearly did at the Etihad, that is going to be humongous for us. Because I think we assume that City will beat Bilbao when they play them. I was lucky because that was really quite a poor under-hit pass from Locatelli. And then the other game in today's episode is against Udinese, who are 1 point ahead of us in the table. We're 10th and 9th. And we really need to stop Kulusevski. That's a lovely little ball in from McKennie, and Kulusevski gets on the end of the move. That was a really well-constructed move, and that is kind of what I was hoping might happen with that shift. So with putting McKennie in that BBM rather than the BWM role, he's getting higher up the pitch and putting the ball into the box. And we've got Locatelli sitting on the edge of the box there as well, which, excuse me, as an RPM, he would sometimes get there. But I'm hoping that as an AP, he will get there with a much higher frequency and obviously just be a bit more of a threat. Vlahovic with a wicked shot, which is tipped over by Ederson. And while we are in the ascendancy here, I think we really need to try and, you know, while we're creating chances, we really need to, we need to get another one as well. We really need to keep this pressure up, and we could really do trying to get a second goal soon. This actually, as it stands, I just saw the table flashed up at the bottom, would put us top of the group, which I didn't think would be possible. Obviously, at the moment, we would have the better head-to-head over City with a draw and a win, but, you know, we've still got 60, 70 minutes left to play in this game, so we won't be getting ahead of ourselves, that is for certain. Oh, Pellegrini licks the ball really, really nicely. Important to note as well that we are actually the early kickoff in this group, so we've still got... So Bilbao will most likely beat Red Star, and they could easily just climb back above us. But yeah, a win here would be absolutely phenomenal. Well away by Antonio. Should be terribly defended. Really terribly defended. Considering Haaland is supposed to be being tightly marked by Antonio Silva, he did a terrible job there. And wind Gundo up, see if we can get him sent off. But you know what? They were like, you know, it was always inevitable that we were going to concede against City, so we've got to try and build on that attacking play. And Locatelli's found Kent, but his touch was improvised, and yeah, it allowed City to recover. Come on, Alexis. Nice. Vlahovic tries to find Ken, can't quite get there. Wait, thank you. Oh no, that was just Haaland heading it back, but that's okay. That's not so okay. Well recovered, but he clears it well, but then, you know, he intercepts it well, and he just gives it straight back. Thank you, Nacho. But really, like, you've got to look after the ball better than that. Well, Diakabi, come on. What are you doing? You're not. Kulusevski with the header again. Kulusevski is getting into all sorts of space, which was really nice to see. Don't know why Diakabi was trying to be some skillful attacking winger there. No. Thank you. What? Why are you running away from the ball? Pellegrini. I mean, passing it back there was just not the path. That was just not the option. And Szczesny absolutely backs up there big time. I don't think you can blame Kulusevski for that when Szczesny's attempt at the save was pathetic. So everyone, I forgot to press record after halftime, so I will show you what happened. So you can see from the top left, it finished 3-2 to Man City, and we had a man sent off. So yeah, not happy. We made it 2-2 with some really nice build-up play out from the back, which basically saw us play our way through the City team really nicely. With a lovely pass from Moise Kean, Kulusevski making no mistake to make it 2-2. Great, brilliant. We then gave away yet another penalty against Man City, and this time it was De Bruyne who scored. Szczesny nearly saved it, but unfortunately couldn't quite. And then Moise Kean got sent off for a horror tackle, so he has been sent straight to the B team because I'm just fuming. Absolutely livid. Like, there was just absolutely no need at all. Like, he just chopped straight through him. So he's gone to the B team, and we might not see him again. Who knows? I'll see how I feel. So yeah, I was livid. And it does mean we should be getting the result through of the Bilbao game about now, and they did win, which means that with us having to play, I'm trying to look at the group, with us having to play Bilbao and Red Star, we have to win both of our last two games. So we have to beat Bilbao, and we have to beat Red Star, and we have to hope that City beat Bilbao to have any chance of going through. Which is never fun. When is that next Champions League game, just out of interest? So actually, you know what? I will do the Athletic Club game in today's episode. So we'll do, you know what? We'll do 4 games today. We'll do Udinese, Spezia, and we'll do Athletic Club as well. So we're going to make a couple of changes for the game. Kulusevski, yeah, played very well last time out. But, you know, I'm going to do a little bit of rotation. We're going to give Conceição a chance. And I'm actually going to bring Soppy in as well, because I just realised Pellegrini isn't fully ready to go. Bremer is in possibly against my better judgment to give him a chance, as is Bonucci, and I might actually put Diakabi in for Nacho. Caicedo and Elmas are into the middle. Elmas come to me asking for more game time, so that's fair. Oh, Ken's back in the team. I didn't really want him there. But I don't really have a choice. I'm going to have to play him. I don't think I have anyone else who I can play there. Yeah, I'm just going to have to play him, and you know what? If he scores a couple of times, then fair. Prove me wrong. But because we are now going to do another 3 games, I'm going to just put it onto key highlights. I hope that's okay with everyone. I just don't want everything being too dragged out for you all, and this end up being a super long episode. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Has he been booked already? He's been booked inside 25 seconds. What is going on with this player? Like, what actually is his problem? I might just play him as another advanced forward. Get him to ease off tackles. And he's just scored. He's just scored. Honestly, the player who is causing me so much grief in this episode so far, after getting sent off against City and getting yellow carded inside 25 minutes, has just scored after a lovely little flick on from Vlahovic, and there's a great finish from Moise there, to be fair. Really nice little finish past the keeper. Let's just send us straight up into 6th. We're still some way off Napoli, who are out ahead in 1st, but one thing at a time. Now, this time last season, we were in a very similar position. We were sort of mid-table, quite a way off the top, and if it wasn't for our own cock-ups, basically, we probably would have won the league based on how we played in the second half of the season. We just dropped stupid points at the wrong time, really. Good tackle from Conceição. Back up, and he's recovered, and he's going again. And I don't want them shooting like that. I do not want them getting set pieces. Thank you. You don't want them passing the ball around like that. They've got another corner now. Like, what is that? Like, what the hell? No one goes to him. Like, I shouldn't have to tell you to trigger the press on him. Like, you shouldn't just let him waltz through the team. Like, why should I have to say trigger press on that player? Like, why? Like, why is that a thing? Why do you just let him just walk through us? Seriously, that's shambolic. Oh, this is ridiculous. I honestly don't know what's going on. I don't know whether it's... Like, what is that? Like, that is... No, that is horrendous. That is... And this time, everyone, I didn't forget to press record. It just cut out. It just stopped recording. Brilliant. And we lost 3-2 again. And I am raging. I've had enough of this game. Like, completely had enough. So obviously this is the soppy goal where... The soppy own goal, honestly, don't even know what to do with that. And then Conceição made it 2-2 when we should have had a penalty, but thankfully we recycled it. Elmas's shot, Conceição taps it in. The referee tried to disallow it for offside, but he didn't. And then this happens, and I am absolutely livid, and I am just about ready just to sack this off and wait for the full release, because that is absolutely ridiculous. Like, what in what world is that? Is that a logical move to make? Like, why? Like, why is that a thing? Why is that a thing? Like, honestly, I don't even know. I don't even know what to do. Like, there's actually an element of with some of the sort of things that are happening in this match engine. Like, I like, it's happening enough now to make me think it's a match engine issue. There's enough mistakes and enough things like that which happen, which is starting to make it not very enjoyable to play. And it does make me think, do I just sack this save off and just wait for full release, and then we just go with our proper full term save on hopefully a working, functioning game, because it's really, really doing my head in. Right, so it's time for the first of the last 2 episodes of the episode, and let's hope that everything works as it should and nothing stops recording, and I remember to press record amongst everything else, because yeah, it was pretty annoying that. I don't know why it just stopped recording. Yeah, I think that's the only change I'm going to make, so I'm just going to bring Ramos in and just hope. Actually, no, it's not the only change I'm going to... Where's Tony? Tony Silva can go in, and you know what? We'll leave Bremer in. What's the worst that can happen? So, if we can't beat 19th place Spezia, I may well just resign after this. I may well just go sod it if we can't beat 19th place Spezia. And if we can't beat them, and we can't beat Bilbao, then the season is basically over, and I'll probably get sacked. And then it'll be ended anyway. And then we'll just wait until Tuesday when we do when we start the Partizan Belgrade series, which is what's going to happen. That's going to be the next series, is Partizan Belgrade, and that's hopefully going to see us through pretty much all of FM23 until FM24. Well, I mean, obviously we've not seen any highlights, but we've had a fair few chances. They've not had a single shot on target. We've had 4. But we are obviously not creating anything significant until now. And that is about as good as it's going to get. From that move is a cross, which is easily claimed by the keeper. And this is where they probably go and score now. Yeah. I called it. I called it. I said this is where they go and score. I literally knew that was going to happen. How did I know that was going to happen? Oh, you can't write it. That was always going to happen. Honestly, gonna happen. I knew it. So obviously, slam the players at halftime. Honestly, I actually think we're witnessing the end of this series here. I honestly do think this episode we're witnessing the end. And 2 fouls on 2 of our players in the box, and yeah, nothing given. Oh, typical. And it's Sailor Makers. What are we going to do now? He's fouled, and surely, yay! Spezia down to 10 men. Can we do anything with this? Let's go super attacking. Let's go out with a bang. Look at the momentum. Look at that momentum. And they still somehow scored during that. Right, Conceição, you're having a stinker. Kulusevski's not quite. Oh, it's a goal! Diakabi scores right in front of the keeper. Way. Who knows? Maybe there's hope after all. Maybe there's hope after all. Elmas, Locatelli. Lee loses the ball because he's useless. It's Bremer, the other useless player in our team. Well, I'll say other useless player. One of the many useless players in this team. Sailormakers plays a terrible pass for Ramos, but Ramos nearly wins it. Bremer does though win it. Sailormakers, Elmas pings it for Vlahovic, who definitely looked offside. He scores a wonderful goal, but I'm pretty sure he came from an offside position. So, yeah, we'll see, but I'm about 99% sure he was off. And he was. See, I know these things. Antonio, who's just had 2 weeks off, is still struggling because he's useless. And we just made a raft of changes in the hope that that will save this series, save this save. And we want to go a bit more direct, a bit quicker. And it looks like we're going to barely be able to get anything here at home to 10 men. Spezia, 19th place in the league. And we're awful. I just keep slamming the players because I think they deserve it. But it doesn't seem to be helping things. But I don't even care anymore. They're awful. And I have had enough of this team. Like, look at that. Garbage. Absolute garbage. Just terrible. Absolutely terrible. What I don't get is, despite all this, we still somehow have a C. The board and the supporters are both somehow satisfied with this. And I'm raging. Like, I've had enough. I've had enough. Well, if this is our last game here at Juve, because I do wonder if we lose whether the board and the fans will be quite so supportive of us. We're going to just completely change the system because that system which worked so well for us last season is just not doing it. And you could argue, well, why haven't you done it before now? And there's perfectly good reasons for not having done it before now, and that's because injuries basically were limiting to an extent what I felt we could do. And yeah, I don't know. I just felt like, you know, the tactic worked so well last time. Why like overhaul it? I know it's not working this time, but you know, I shouldn't really have needed to be changing anything massive. But we're gonna give it a shot. And part of me wants to be able to keep this going because I want to see if I can turn it around. But equally, I'm like, just free me from my misery. Sometimes you skip it and it carries on playing. Sometimes you skip it and it stops playing. For some reason today it's going to carry on playing. So we're going to have to just ride it out. It's nearly a dream start for Bilbao. And we're done. Now, he looked offside. He did look offside, the Berenguer. Yes, thank you. Yeah, I mean, he's basically behind the keeper. Idiot. Ramos. Elmas is onside. He peels off the back of the fullback to nod in. He is onside. I knew it. Yeah, it's been given. Lovely little leap from Diakabi to lay it off to Ramos, whose shot is just turned in from Elmas. And is that the goal which potentially keeps us here? We need to try and beat them by more than 2 goals, though, because they beat us by 1. So if we want to overturn that head-to-head, I think we're going to need to get at least 1 more goal. Without reply from them, anyway. Oh, and they've made it 1-1. Just can't even deal with this. I don't even want to have to deal with this anymore. An interesting camera angle. Not one that I appreciated at all, because I can't see anything. And this is it. I think I'm just gonna... Oh no, bad enough. The board still didn't really care. Why? Why didn't they care? I do, and I've had enough. I've had enough. Like, this is sapping me. Like, I don't want to play. I don't want to. I want to just wait until Partisan comes out. Till the full game comes out. Look at that. That's terrible. Absolutely terrible. Why are they just not bothered? Look, they're devastated, disappointed. Pleased that we're playing entertaining football. Failed, disappointed. Seriously, what does it take? So see, they're really disappointed and the squad unhappy with the club situation. Is this it? Can I just go, you know what, that's fine. That's fine. You're all playing terrible. Well, let's see. Let's see what they say. Do one, Bonucci. Do one. None of them are happy. Let's see. Let's double down. Let's double down on this. And okay, here's an idea. Oh no, scrap it, because the whole point is that we're trying to fix Juventus, and I just don't think it can be fixed. Contract. Do we just do it? Do we do it? Because I'm not enjoying it as it is. This has been horrible. This season, absolutely horrible. Like, to go from to strengthen the squad and to go from this with a stronger squad to this. Sorry, from this with a stronger squad to go from this with a weaker squad to this with a stronger squad, having made improvements to the team. Like, go figure. How many games have we won in the league? 4 games we've won in the league. Like, that just makes no sense. And the squad is turning on me. Everything is falling apart. I'm just doubling down here. Let's see what happens. I'm at such a crossroads. I was really optimistic this, and some good young exciting players coming through. And the tactic worked so well last season, so I thought we built on that. We brought some more players in who can play in the system, and it's just gone horrendous. What is with this board? They've just given us £40.5 million to spend. Like, why? Why are you doing that? Like, do you think you can just throw money at this problem? Like, I don't know what the problem is. The players are just playing terrible, and I don't know why. For players, it makes no sense. Throwing money isn't going to change the fact that the players aren't playing well. I can't buy a whole new squad with £40 million. Right, well, everyone, we're getting a bonus game, so what we've got to lose. Let's just see if we can do anything here against Genoa. 17th place Genoa. Like, do we just keep going until the board sack us, or what? I mean, they've just given us an extra £40.5 million, so I don't think they are going to sack us, because I think they've gone, he's not doing well. He's already spent 100-odd million, and he's still not doing well. So let's throw more money his way to see if he can do it. And it's just not working. We have gone back to the 5-3-2 for this. And, yeah. We're already getting dominated by Genoa. At home. McKennie. Oh, and Sailormakers does a terrible job because he's poor. Rovea is in because Pellegrini, Locatelli, and someone else, Elmas, are tired. Oh, and look at that. Oh, man. He deflects it past the keeper. Pellegrini with a lovely tackle, which obviously, because it's Football Manager, is a perfect pass. And he has the shot. And is that Bremer? It's probably Bremer. It's terrible, so it's probably Bremer. Deflects it past the keeper. Oh, dear. You just can't make this up. You can't make it up. This goes in. Expect my resignation straight after this game, honestly. Honestly. Oh, well. Like, I don't get how this team with all this talent and these attacking positions and roles just can't create anything of note. I really just don't get it. It's just a bit small. See if that makes a difference. Probably won't, because it's terrible. And we've taken off Bremer because he was tired. He was on a yellow, and he's just generally terrible. I know Ivlovic is taking free kicks because I don't have a default deep free kick taker set. And he's the best free kick taker on the pitch, so he gets given it. And this is going to be 2-0. It's 2-0 to Genoa. And I'm definitely done. I am done. I will, this is the end of this series, I think. Go for it. I don't care. We're going out with a whimper here, so just... Like, this is pretty much the same team. Mostly the same team. that started this game, with the exception of Revea, I think, and Soppy, that played last season. And same tactic with a few little tweaks because things weren't working. And they are infinitely worse than they were last season. And that's the end of the game, and that's the end of the series. It's just not enjoyable. I'm just not enjoying it. I just don't care. Honestly, this is not enjoyable at the moment. And yeah, it is to an extent. It is throwing in the towel. But oh, here we go. Yeah, that's fine. Let's see. I don't know. Give me to the end of the season. I don't really care. Yeah. I'm sorry everyone, but I can't this is not a fun series to do. I should be able to play this game and enjoy it. And I load up this game and I'm just like this has been just awful. That's terrible. We're sandwiched in 11th place in December. I'm going to get everything prepped for when the full release comes out. We're going to go with Partizan Belgrade, and we're going to go from there. I feel like that might have been a bit OTT. But you know what? I can walk away from this now and I can go, relief. I don't have to try and salvage this awful team. Maybe it's because I'm not well and I'm just feeling a bit like, ugh, but that just was not, it's just not been enjoyable playing this, and I can't even get FM23 to work so I can go back to the Pentagon challenge. It's so annoying. Ay. First time in 2-3 years of doing this that I've given up like that. But that was just not fun at all. Don't know what to do instead. Do we do another little mini save? No, I don't think so. I just don't think we could turn. I just don't see how we could turn that around. Just so entrenched, so bad. Ugh. Right, everyone. I'll see you soon. Bye.